for me now, you know, when I was young, it was all about winning. And that was it. You know, for me now, it's about the passion to do what I love and to do it well. You know, it's sort of a different grade, and that helps me manage those, you know, manage all the stuff and manage how I deal with situations much better if it isn't, you know, all about the intensity of winning. It's about the passion of doing what I love and doing it well, and trying to find the positives in the good days, the things that you do and you did well, even though you didn't get the trophy, the things that you did do well.
So there's no doubt that it's hard on you. You know, if you're used to winning races and things like that, and you know the sport's humbling and passes you by, or weeks go by, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh crap, I hadn't won one in 3 weeks, I hadn't won one in 10 weeks, and you see guys that go through it all the time. I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, there's never anybody that's just, you know, from A to Z in their career that's completely dominant or completely, you know, they don't have their dry spells or have their times and moments. So, again, that's good and bad, but yeah, I mean, it does weigh on you. I mean, obviously, and you know, it's great to see Jeff win last weekend, and
you know, this magic we've had isn't going to last forever, and at some point it'll dry up. I certainly hope it doesn't. I'm going to do everything I can to avoid it, but I do sympathize for those guys, and I see how hard they work. I know what those wins mean to them. You know, so I do sympathize for them, absolutely.
Trying to think if there's anything more difficult than that, but I don't think there is. I think that's the most difficult part of the sport. When you go for a long period without the success that you want, or in Jeff's case, the success that he's used to. You know, so I can't speak for him, but I can say that in my position, when we won that race at Phoenix last season, I mean, it was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and I still carry that right now to this day, and I will until we, you know, until we either win another one or until it gets to 40 or 50 races down the road if we haven't. But that's a great feeling to get rid of that pressure and to win a race after a streak like that.
There's no doubt when you go that length of time without winning, you question a lot of things. You know, is it me? Is it the car? You know, what is it? Is it the combination? You know, I don't care who you are, how many races you've won. You know, you question those things. But because of the races that you know I've won, it allows me, and being at Hendrick Motorsports, you know, knowing that the equipment is there, the resources are there, all those things help me tell myself anytime we go through that is that I can't change how I drive the car. I can't change who I am. I just have to, you know, continue to give the best feedback and information that I possibly can. And if there is something that I can think about that I could do a better job of, like if let's say my physical fitness, I feel like if that was off and I was being worn down at the end of the race, if it was something like that, then, you know, that's something I have to work on and get better at. But I feel like these last 2 years I've put in more effort than I ever have into this sport, because, you know, I think that's the way it works. When you're on top, you can get away with a lot of things, but when you're not, you got to put in that extra effort.